Now, this particular topic is a revision topic. You know that you're going to be tested this, even the P3, P4 topics in P5 exam, right? I know you have not sat for a full exam paper. Okay, majority of you have not. Some of you, your school actually gave you exam papers to do over the June holidays. That's what I heard. Okay, full exam papers. It will be good if you can try. But I know that in school, you are only sitting for short assessments and you don't get the chance to experience a full paper. Remember, I told you we might even conduct mock exams for you all, right? And then I will mark your paper and I'm going to let you know how many marks you will score with answers like that. Of course, I'm going to inform you in advance if that were to happen. So before I start, I'm going to ask you this question. When did you learn life cycle? Type into the chat. When did you learn life cycle? Okay. Yep. Okay. Right. Good. Just like what I suspected, you know, majority of you did this in P3, right? But some of you did it in P4. Right. And Gordon said, that is actually the first topic he ever learned for science. Really? You didn't start off with something simple. You started off with life cycle? Interesting. Good. Dan did it last year also, huh? Yeah, because your school can choose to adjust, right? Okay, move certain topics to be taught earlier, move certain topics to be taught later. Yeah, but majority should be P3. I remember very clearly. Okay. So what do you remember about life cycle? Let's do a very quick recap. Ken? All right. So what do you learn about life cycle? What is the meaning of a life cycle? Just type in what you think into the chat. Okay. What do you understand? What does it mean to you? Just write something about life cycle. You can even write something about why it's important to you, why it's important to everybody. Okay, you write it in your own way, like Evan actually shared. This is a way so the animals will not get extinct. Yeah. So Adele says we are learning about the life stages of living things. Correct. So you just write down whatever it means to you. Okay. And then let me take a look at what you are thinking. Right. So Teja took a picture of her own notes to show me. Okay, Gordon says it showcases the stages of development of living things. Balraj says life cycle is about reproduction process. Part of it is definitely that. And why is it important? Because we don't want any species to be extinct, right? So it ensures a continuity of life. Must remember this. I think all of you kind of recall something related to that, right? Gordon, I can see him. Oh yeah, that's right. It's true. So life cycle and reproduction, they come hand in hand. What? When you learn reproduction, okay, we still have to link it to life cycle. When young animals and plants cannot reproduce, right? But when they are already adults, they can. So these are actually hand in hand. It's just that you don't learn about reproduction in P3. Too difficult for you to understand. Okay, let's see. To continue mankind, Timothy says, continue mankind is for the human beings. Yes, good. So it's not entirely wrong. It showcases the order of the stages, Gordon says. And Giselle said, without the life cycle, nothing would exist now, which is true. Tanishka, life cycle is a process that living things use to grow and develop. Wonderful. So all of you are writing all these important things. Adam also says, it is a series of changes a living thing goes through from the beginning of its life until death. Okay? Nothing wrong. Yeah. So he knows that, it's like one whole life cycle. Actually, there must be birth, there must be death. So life stages of living species ensures continuity of life. Good. Okay, so the rest are very similar. Shirin also says the same thing. It keeps happening. Life cycle means it will keep happening. It will help living things to not become extinct. This is to ensure continuity. Good. Yeah. So it's always happening. That's why it's called cycle. It's a loop. Very good. So what kind of life cycle do you learn? What kind of life cycle do you learn? All right. There are mainly two categories you learn, right? I see Teja doing this, something like this. So you have some of you do this, some of you do this. So what's the meaning? What's the 3 and the 4 for? What are you trying to say? Good. All right. Yeah, number of stages. Good. What are the two main groups of stages that we are talking about? Two main groups of this life cycle. Right. So life cycle ensures continuity of life, right? Okay, I can't write down everything. You have written so many good points. Okay, but I'll just give you a very general one. All right. And then it is like a loop. It happens all the time. All right. So we learn about the 3-stage as well as the 4-stage life cycle. Right or not? Yeah. Can you give me some examples you know about the 3-stage life cycle? Okay, let's see how many of you can very quickly tell me all this. Yeah. Okay, you have to tell me if you are trying to tell me about certain species, let me know whether it's 3-stage or is it 4-stage. Let's see. Okay, good. I think some of you are trying to find some notes, right? Previously, what you have learned before. It's good that you're doing that. Would you all need notes on this topic or no need? You all need, okay. So next lesson, I must give you a very quick summary of the whole topic, right? Gordon says no need. Okay, I have answers now. 4 stages. Okay, 4-stage life cycle. One good example is butterfly. All right, good. So let me write this down. Shouldn't use highlighter. I should use this. Okay, so 4-stage, I have the butterfly. What else? 3-stage, okay. So I have someone saying that it is the chicken. Okay, somebody says grasshopper. And then I have also people saying, Gordon, what are you trying to tell me? You have you type in something, right? But you didn't tell me 3 or 4-stage. Then you type in something, right? You didn't tell me 3 or 4-stage. Let's see. Okay. Okay, good. The rest of you did, then I can immediately put it in, right? Okay, so I also have someone telling me that it's the frog. Evan says, okay, human. Okay, Hanin and Hanin, Gordon, and Dan, thank you. So you all said that the mozzies, mosquito, and also beetle. Anything else that you have? I see. Gordon, sometimes it comes out slowly. That's why I would have missed it. You know that sometimes the chat, I can't see it. Yeah, at that point when you sent it. Oh, somebody wrote down cockroach. Cockroach, which one? 3 stages. Thank you. So, okay, so I have all these, right? So what do you say usually when you are writing down the life cycle? Adam is fast. See? Before I even complete asking, Adam type in ready, just ready to answer my question. Is it, Adam? Yeah, you know what I'm going to ask. Thank you so much. So 3-stage. Yep, so he says that there is actually one stage that is the young, right? Correct? Okay, so one of the stages is the young. Before you have the young, what do you have? Okay, what do you have? Yeah, very good. Okay, it depends, it depends, right? So let's say this is the egg. It depends on which one we are talking about. Actually, even for humans, right? Okay, for humans, right? Some of you will think that, humans, you see, when you are born, you were a baby, right? You're a young. True? Then when you grow up, you become adult. Then adult give birth to young. Is this a 2-stage life cycle? Can it be a 2-stage? No, actually, there is also the egg stage. Do you know that? Yeah. Okay. Because you see, it is the female that actually gives birth, right? Inside the female, when the female is an adult, then you can have that, egg that is being produced, right? Only adult female. So with the egg, fertilization takes place, and then the fertilized egg can then develop into a baby, and after 9 months plus, we can actually have the baby being born, and that's the young. So don't be confused or scare yourself. That is not correct. You are right, actually. So young become adult can have the egg. So humans is like that, right? How about the other organism that you listed? Is it the same for chicken? Egg, young, adult? Yes or no? Yes. What about grasshopper? What about grasshopper? Do I call it egg, young, and adult? Is there another term? Okay, yes. For example, the grasshopper, okay, instead of the young, it can be called the nymph. And I think Adam wrote that earlier. Yeah. All right, so be very careful. 3-stage, generally, we name them as egg, young, and adult lah. Okay, but then grasshopper, we say is the nymph. How about cockroach? Is it the same? Is it also the nymph? Or do we call it the young? How about for cockroach? Do you all remember? Balraj also nodded the head. Yeah, it is the same. Good. So Shirin also know. Yes, correct. Honey knows. They are all typing in. Well done. So how about the frog? If it's the frog, how would you label each of these stages? Is it the egg and the nymph and then the adult? Or do you just call it egg, young, and adult? Evan is like, question mark coming out from the head. I can see, your question mark all flying out. Yeah. Okay, Teja, I can't really see what you are drawing, actually. Later, okay? Should it not be tadpole or young? It is either tadpole or young. Yeah, you're right, Gordon. So I'm just getting you to start thinking what you have learned before. Instead of me telling you, and me telling you, okay, I want you to be the one who give me the answer. Okay, because that will make you think. Only when you are thinking, then you can learn something. Clear? Okay, quickly, let's go on to the 4th stage. A very general one.